Yeah. Good.
Hello and welcome to our 400th episode of the G.I. Joe New News Review. I am here with my special guest, 610 Yojo Daddy. This is our super 400th episode. We're going to be talking about SDCC preview and all kinds of fun stuff, whatever you guys want to talk about, because you guys are the reason why we've gotten to 400 episodes. Thank you very much.
Big day, 400 episodes, Dave. That's awesome, man.
Thank you very much. You've been a big supporter of us since, I don't know, last year, mid last year, I would say October, November last year. You started following us, and you've been a big supporter ever since. And you've been a guest on our show. And we're going to work on trying to come up with our own show. And I really, really appreciate all that support and your faith in us and faith in this space that we've created here, positive energy and enjoyable toy enthusiasm about this brand. I'm very happy that you have come on board with us and joined us for this.
It's been an absolute honor, Dave, because when I first got to your channel, I'd been through so much of the drama channels that it was fresh, it was new, it was real. And I think everybody that comes here knows that.
Let's say hi to some of those people that have come here for this special episode.
Crow.
Crusty old Crow. Hey. Thank you. SCS Dog. Aloha. Oh, aloha to you. Thank you very much. Derek Holloman. Good evening, everyone. Good evening to you.
What's up, Big Derek?
Crow. Hello, Crow. Everybody sing hello to Crow. Hit the like, people. Yep. Start us out strong. Everybody that's in the chat, start us out strong with a like, please, and get us a good jump start. Dave, Mason, SCS, Dog, Derek, everybody. Love, Fire, Raid.
What's up, Stu? Yeah, Raid, baby.
Hello.
Smoking Joe's Raid. Here it comes.
Yay! Yay! You guys are wonderful. Thank you very much. We have a lot to go over. There's so much information that we have to cover. We have to dispel some rumors. We have to lay down the law. We have to give you guys some exclusive info. Dave, 610 and chat. What's up? Smash that like button. Yes, Evil Dookie. Thank you very much.
And hey, big shout out to Smoking Joe's. I know they talked us up on the show before we got on. And we just appreciate you, Woody and Shane. You're our brothers, and we appreciate all you do for us, man.
Yep. Thank you very much, Shane. Thank you very much, Woody. Smoking Joe's, you guys are brothers, and I really appreciate your support and talking us up before our show tonight. Thank you very much. Let's see. Dookie. I have come here to chew bubbles, ass, and kick gum. There you go. I like that. That's funny. Dookie. Two of the nicest dudes in the game on the screen. Stu, thank you very much. That means a lot to us because we really work very hard to make sure you guys feel those things and get that respect and give you guys return respect because you guys these channels what they are and the energy that these channels are. It all comes from the chat, all comes from everybody's support, because we would not be here without the chat and the support of you guys. So good evening, Michael Gene Fleming. Thank you, Gene. He was probably one of my very first supporters, Gene was. So I really have mad props for Gene. He's a wonderful guy.
He's a great dude. He is. He's a great dude. I didn't get to meet his dad, and I wish I had him when I was at Joe Fest. So that's going to be a must-do next year.
Gunny, he's a great guy. He's funny. Oh, man. Everybody, what's up? Evil Dookie says, hello, folks. Skyfall.
What's up,
Thank you very much. So let's see. Okay. So we got a lot to cover. How are you doing, first off? 610, I know you got a lot going on in your life, and you got a big move ahead of you, and you're a pup, and you got all kinds of things happening. So how are you doing?
I'm happy. Life's gonna life. And not to get religious, but I trust in the one that watches over me, and he's got me in all things. So uh, I'm just gonna be happy and smile through it and let him do his job. You know.
Gotcha. Action figure addict is here. I see
What's
you.
up, Papa?
Thank you very much. Well, that's great. You know, we all have things we have going on. We all have multiple things, probably too many things at times,
Right.
where we feel like, man, it's overwhelming. But we have this space. We have YouTube. We have this brand, and we get to talk about GI Joe and toys and action figures and collecting and stuff like that. It takes us away from all that
Right.
life. All that stuff that's holding us down and keeping us back and things like that stress us out. But you know, it's life, like you said, and it's one of those things that we have to deal with. But thankfully, we have this to fall back
Yeah.
on, enjoy.
Hey,
You know,
if it wasn't for being able to get out and get in the chats and talk to all my friends out here, man, I'd lose my mind sometimes.
yeah. Hey, not much.
What's up,
The
guy?
Window Viper, thank you very much.
Oh, the window viper. What's up, brother?
Lunchbox Killer, thanks for
What's up,
joining us.
Lunchbox?
You guys are awesome. I appreciate everybody in the chat joining us tonight.
And we got some
400
good ones
episodes.
in here. Got
Is
some
a
good
lot.
ones in here for the 400s, man.
Yep. And Lady Virgo, oh my God, I love
Uh-oh.
Lady Virgo. She's absolutely
The
beautiful.
warden is here. We're all in trouble.
My fave, 610 and Super Dave. Oh my God. Oh, hi guys. Hi, Shockwave. Thanks for
What's up,
joining us.
Shockwave?
Lady Virgo is like a Disney princess to me. She's so beautiful. She's so wonderful. She's so down to
great.
earth. She's somebody that you can just hang out with, either get a beer with, talk about toys with, chat about all kinds of different things. She's just fantastic. I wish I had
She's
more
good.
time to spend with her at Joe
She's
Fest,
the-
but
She's the auntie I never had.
the auntie you never had. There you go. Sean Jones!
What's up, Sean?
Thanks for joining us. I wish I had more time to spend with Lady Virgo at Joe Fest. It's just, I was so busy. There was just too much to do. Sean Jones, it's the Cobra Wolf, y'all. Oh my goodness. I love you, Dave. I love you too. LOL. I wish I had Princess. Saying hello to everybody. The Window Viper is Sean Jones. Everyone in the chat, much respect. Thank you very much.
We got a good chat, man.
Good evening.
Ultra
Good evening.
what's up,
Ultra Mensch is here to join the party. Wouldn't be a party without Ultra Mensch. PA in the house. So yeah. You know, this space, what we're doing, all this fun stuff. Sometimes it's interesting where we try to find out, glean information. We try to get as much leaks and code words and all this stuff, poured information and all these weird things. But it makes us excited. I know you and I have spent numerous conversations in the middle of the night, 1, 2 o'clock in the night, talking about this leak or talking about this thing that got revealed or blah, 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 blah. It's like we're children, we're kids, and we're in high school, and we're talking before we have to go to school, 4 or 5 hours before you have to go to school. It is so funny that I feel this way. I'm like 52 years old.
What's bad is I don't think we'd ever stop talking if my kids didn't eventually call me inside for something. You know what I
mean? They must be like, hey, you're supposed to talk to us, not Super Dave.
Yeah. They're like an hour and a half into the phone call, and they're like, Dad, you're supposed to spend some time with us too tonight. Come on.
Sorry, kids. Sorry, boys. Didn't mean to take your dad away from you.
They're out with their girlfriends. It don't matter.
Well, but that's a good relationship you have with your boys and your daughter.
Right.
I didn't really have that relationship with my dad, really, to be honest with you, but that's another story. But I'm very, very heartfelt. I'm going to give you this, as the kids do, for your relationship with your boys and your girl. And
I appreciate that.
It's beautiful. I feel like I miss Lady Virgo like a cool breeze. I hope to see her in 2027 and hang out a bit. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna. I'm going to try to carve out more time to spend with people next year, but it's a bigger year. It's 4 days, so it's going to be difficult. Everybody's saying hello to everybody in the chat. So I love about this. Everybody's saying hello to everybody. Leaving my screen running, but this guy needs dinner for me. Be back in a bit. Hey, that's fine. I understand that.
Ahead, brother.
What's up, Seagram?
Oh, Seagram's in here. What's up, buddy?
It's a bit late for lunch, Stu. Depends on where your time zone is. I think everybody here is from all over the world. So yeah. So what do you think about all that, 610?
Dude, I just think it's a great thing to have what we have. It's a great we need to appreciate it more. We need to be honestly more respectful towards others. Nobody out here is trying to screw anybody over. Nobody out here. I mean, there are a few. We'll be honest. There's a few out there, but the majority of us are just out here to have a good time, enjoy the products that we enjoy collecting, enjoy spending time with our homies, and get on with your day. You know.
Yeah, that's true. We all collect differently. Not one of us in this chat collects exactly the same way. Not every one of us in this chat, in this stream, gets the same things. We love G.I. Joe. That's why we're here. We love this space. But not one of us is the same. And that's what makes us a fan group. We all are fans differently, but we're also fans of the same brand, and we're all individuals. So I love that about this brand, that everybody can be included. And G.I. Joe's always been like that the entire time that I've been a collector. So I'm very happy that it kind of represents and kind of mirrors the toys itself, you know? All right. Mike Gould is in the house. Now we can begin. Lunchbox in the house.
What's up, Mike Gould?
This is the last hobby of mine that hasn't been spoiled by normal rot of everything else. Games, movies, etc. Yeah, I can understand that.
And that's why we try to keep it positive on this channel for Dave, and that's his thing, man.
Shane, thank you very much for giving me one of these hearts too. What are they called out when the kids say they're repping their brands? We got our Smoking Joe's brand right here, okay?
Right there, baby. Right there. They the men, you know, hyping us up like that. We appreciate that, Shane, for real. That was huge, and thanks for being here, brother.
Yo, Joe. So many things come and go. Yeah, I've been a fan of G.I. Joe for close to 50 years, since the 12-inch run. Wow. That goes back quite a ways. That's kind of before me. Love it. Yep. I like positivity. Thank you very much. That means a lot to me, because that's what we're putting out there, and it's good to see that people are noticing and accepting of that. Thank you very much. All right, so we got all those fun things out of the way. 610. What do you say we get to some exciting information and exciting news?
I'm excited for SDCC, baby. Got my Dreadnought shirt on. That's all I'm saying.
And I didn't wear mine. I should have. I wore my Storm Shadow Super 7 t-shirt.
Hey, Super 7's got something I'm sure up their sleeves.
Oh, yeah. Shockers, this has to be the most positive Joe channel out there. Thank you very much, Same Time Toys. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me that you say that. Really hits me right here in the Same Time Toys sticker.
Right on target. Stay on target. Stay on target.
Stay on target. Oh, man. All right, so we have, this is along with being our 400th super episode, and along with hanging out with my good friend 610 Yojo Daddy, we have a big convention coming up, right, 610? We have San Diego Comic-Con 2026 is just 5 days away.
It's huge, man. I can't wait.
So there's a lot to go over with this. The autocorrect got you. It gets me all the time. I don't worry about it. Sales at Target, awesome. Yeah, that's something I've been hearing about. I did not know anything about it, but several people brought it to my attention. We can bring it up in the news part of this episode in just a moment. Just give us some time. Shock every time, brother, every time.
Yep. Me too.
Positive, how the hell did I get here? Lone Dragon! Hello! Oh man, Lone Dragon's a really good guy. He's one of the first people in our channel as well. Paul Morales is here. Hello. Everybody's saying hello. Yeah, I can't keep up with the darn chat.
Hey, that means we're doing it right.
Yeah. Super Dave and Joe Titan YJD.
Snape, you the man.
Bubbling through the galaxy is here. Yay!
That's right.
All right. So SDCC. So we're going to go over everything that we know, everything that we suspect, everything that is a left field wild foul ball we'll cover, and everything that we would love. How about that?
Let's do it.
Does that cover everything?
Yeah, let's do it, brother.
I made an effigy to the autocorrect gods. Pray to still doesn't help. No, I don't even worry about it. I'm not even worried about it anymore. I'm like, let's see, Snape, you time slut stealer, you.
Yes, he is.
Fun. Paul Morales saying hello to everybody. Wow. Okay. So we're going to go over first the low-hanging fruit. That is everything that we have on pre-order. And I'm basing it on everything that I have on pre-order and what has already come in. I'm taking off my pre-order. So if you're wondering why certain things are not on pre-order, it's because I have them. So I'm basing it off of what I have and what I don't have and what I have pre-order. All right. So just to give you a little bit of a heads up on that, if you're wondering, wait a minute, he skipped something or skipped that or whatever. All right, 610.
All right.
Fumbling through the galaxy. You know me, Shane, always looking to stake 10 viewers away. Oh, man. All right, so.
I apologize for the cough, and my throat's a little dry today.
I'm sure we won't get any germs through the TV until they get cough vision or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
You guys are going to have to give me some time to talk. Dave, what's behind you on the shelf?
We ain't doing that again today.
No.
Doing that again today.
No, I'm not doing that again. I love Clement, but he's always trying to find out what's behind me. And I'm like, you know, I spent too much time the other day trying to do that.
Clement's a good dude, though.
He is a good dude. I like him. I know you do. You're joking. That was funny, wasn't it? That was hilarious. Me trying to figure out what the hell he was talking about. Canada smoke is swapping the DC area right now. It's a bit hazy. Sorry about that. Ooh, I've been to Los Angeles, and I know it can get hazy because of it's like sunken into that valley, and all the smoke stays in there, and I don't like it. I've been there a few times, and I don't like it. So I understand.
Hey, question for Crow and for Fumbling in the comments. How are y'all doing with the fires up there? There's no threat to y'all or anything, is there?
Did you hear that,
y'all
Crow?
Just get back to us later.
Yeah. All right. So let's get through the low-hanging fruit. The low-hanging fruit is we obviously have a snowcat with 3 figures, Flint, Lady J, and Frostbite, that we are now going to get a delayed HasLab viewing in August because BMAC hurt his left hand and something happened, and he could not do the video.
They packed all the equipment up too. So
and they packed all the equipment. They sent it to SDCC, and there's a rumor of something that I don't think we can speak about, but there may be a guest on that video for that unboxing. That's all I can say about that.
Yeah.
Huh? That's about it,
There's
right?
a chance from what I'm hearing, yeah.
There's a chance for a guest on that video in the future. They're negotiating. We'll see how it goes, and it'll be I got to be very careful. It'll be a little bit more animated than the previous guest for
Yeah.
Yo-Jo June.
Yeah.
Can I say that? Is that fair?
If they go with my boy, that's all I'm saying. If they go with my boy, it'll be a lot more animated than what Dan Larson did.
Oh, all right. So you're using the name. I didn't use that.
I ain't using the name, just saying my boy, you know.
All right. Gotcha. I thought Smoking Joe's was Canadian. Well, I would assume it hasn't. Well, I would assume, and it hasn't.
No, it has not messed up their internet.
Yeah. So there you go. Blah, 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 blah. We're okay from frame from the smoke has been terrible, but started to clear now. Prayers to all those directly affected. These forest fires everywhere are too often.
Yeah, way too often.
I feel bad for you. I know we have hurricanes here. I know in the Midwest they have tornadoes. I'm sure in 610's area there's a big tornado alley up in that area, from what I understand.
I've been picked up.
In the north they have snow.
Hand to God, I have been picked up by a tornado and thrown into the side of a house. They're no joke. Don't ever test yourself with them. None of that. Go get shelter. I wasn't testing myself. It was too late before I could get there.
Gotcha. Problem is most of our emergency response firefighters, some of the equipment are already deployed to the start of the previous fire, so we can't deal with this one quickly until they redeploy. Wow.
Gotcha.
What SD and 610? Yeah, yo, Woody 322 or
triple deuce.
Triple deuce. I have such a hard time trying to remember that. Be careful, Crow. The average melting point of plastic is a little over 150. Wow.
And Woody, now that you're here, thanks to you too for hitting us up and giving us all them shouts in the show before. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you very much, Woody. We appreciate it. What I missed, my new news. Any new news? Gangstar, we're getting it. It's coming. Just give us a minute. I'm trying to be respectful of the chat. I'm calling out every freaking comment here. I just got on the live. Thank you very much. It's Northwest Ontario. I'm in Southeast. It's several hours away from me. Oh man, well,
yeah, I know where you're at because I used to live in Kingston, you know, and it's about an hour east or west of Ottawa.
Everybody give some prayers to them up there, and hopefully they'll be all right. Everybody say hello to Woody.
Yeah, let's go on into SDCC.
Okay. We've been in the chat for a long time, hopefully, which I appreciate.
Yep. We'll go back and forth in between.
We'll go back and forth. Just give us a little bit of time to cover some of this stuff. So the Snowcat 3 figures, we're getting the video next month review, and we'll probably start getting it sometime around that time. We'll get our shipping information saying, make sure you have your address correct, blah, blah, blah. They do that 3 or so times before they ship it out to you. So they give you plenty of time to make sure your shipping is correct. So then we also have the Arctic Hiss, which won't be coming out till around November. December is from what I have seen on my shipping for those two that I've ordered. I ordered one early, one late, and it says one's in November, one's in December. So that's good for me that it's separated and stuff like that. I
haven't looked at mine. I need to go look now that you said that because I'm hoping mine's December so I can put it off a little longer.
Yeah. Ignore us, our wives do. Yeah, that's all right. I call love, not olive. Okay. So, all right. So then I have not got my Destro, my Despoiler. So that's why it's on this list of pre-orders. I know there's a bunch of people that did get it. I have yet to get mine. So that's why it's on my list. And these are only things that I have yet to get. So there are things that I have, but there are things I haven't gotten. So then we have the 5-figure wave, Tough Duke. I'm changing the name from Rugged Duke to Tough Duke instead because apparently Rugged Duke rubs people the wrong way. So we're changing it to Tough Duke. Got to get tough. Yo, Joe, DIC in the house.
I hear you. I like Operator Duke still, though.
Yeah, I like Operator Duke, too. That's actually a good one. Iceberg, Toxo Viper, Mistress Armada, Synapse, King Cobra Commander, Vamp Mark II with Clutch version 2, Hal with Grand Slam, Dusty version 2 with Sandstorm, Legacy Mountain Rescue, the Night Force Scarlet and Shebang, and there's a little bit of news on that. Action Man, Deep Six, Varmint, and Stealth Trouble Bubble with Snake Eyes and Stealth Viper. So the Scarlet Shebang, it turns out it's coming, and it's going to be released tomorrow at Target. When everybody's telling me, so go check your Targets tomorrow if you want your Night Force or your Ninja Force.
Seen 2 videos of them already out on shelves.
There you go. Ninja Force, Scarlet, and Shebang already out on shelves at Target. So go get them if you want them. If you missed your pre-order window.
Bad news, Woody. Our 2, mine that I ordered for me and the one I ordered for you, we're not going to be getting them till around October 1st, just to let you know.
Yeah, so it makes sense. So that's all the low-hanging fruit. Those are all the pre-orders that we have already on the cards. So then we got to go into the renders. So there's not a lot of renders right now, actually. There's only a couple of renders. There's the next retro wave, which is Flash, the Valkyrie retro, and Falcon from the animated feature film retro.
Right.
So that's the next retro wave. We believe it's going to go on pre-order in about a week and a half's time. Tuesday, the 28th of July. We believe strongly that it's going to be part of that pre-order. We don't know 100% fact, but it's been rumored through a couple of reliable sources, right?
It's being reported.
Okay, good. Then we have, of course, the Tomb Raider, which is going to be shown off at on the 23rd, or I think it's 23rd, the breakfast, right? The SDCC media breakfast.
I don't know what day. It's going to be the breakfast day, I'm pretty sure, yeah. But I just don't know what day that is.
That's Thursday the 23rd, right? It won't be on the floor on the preview night, which is Wednesday the 22nd. Right. It will not be on the floor on that. It'll be at the breakfast. And then there's rumor there's going to be some surprise with Tomb Raider at the breakfast, but nobody knows exactly what it is. It's just a rumor. Yes, we just don't know. So then we have Psycha, which will be part of the Walmart 2026 Summer Collecticon, which will be the 23rd or 24th, depending upon where they're going to put it. I know there's 23rd. All right.
Yeah,
there's also some Marvel Legends.
Walmart's already leaked it out that they are going with the 23rd for Night Force.
Okay, well, that's good.
Guys, keep your eyes on Walmart the 23rd. Keep your eyes on Walmart the 23rd. That's all I'm saying, because I can't tell you what might be coming that day, but just keep your eyes on Walmart, not just for Night Force Psych Out, but keep your eyes out.
Oh, they've moved that up then. Interesting.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing.
I'm getting what you're laying down, 610.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we have the San Diego Comic-Con exclusives, Fatal Fluffies, and Shipwreck with Cadet Deming 2-pack. Those are also going to be for pre-order during those couple of days, sometime in there. So we keep hearing different things on the Tomb Raider. Some people are saying it's going to be on pre-order. Some people are saying not, depending upon the source you go to. But keep an eye out on that as well. Just be available on social.
The only thing I can say for sure on her is she is intended to be in hand during the Fall Collector Con with NYCC, the one over in England. I can't think of the name. And then the one in South America as well. That whole time period, she's supposed to be in hand at those events. So would it make sense that they do a pre-order now? Yes. But at the same time, in the past, I believe for the Fall Con exclusive, it's been revealed and then pre-ordered. So if it gets revealed at SDCC, just like Pythona did, it would make sense it would go up for pre-order after it's been given out in hand, and then arrive shortly thereafter.
Yeah. So that's the thing. We've got to be, if we want this stuff, we've got to do our own due diligence. We've got to keep up with this stuff. We've got to know
Right.
what's going on. Where we try to help the most we can, and other channels try to help the most they can. But it's half the battle is for us to do our own homework and be involved with this, right? So then there's one piece of low-hanging fruit. We have no idea what's going on with it. It has not been pre-ordered. The renders have been shown, but we don't know where it's going to fall, and that is the Arctic 3-pack with the Arctic Steel Core, the Drift Viper, and the Arctic Saw Viper. That has not been pre-ordered yet, so we don't know. We're thinking maybe it might go up sometime in the fall, but we don't know that for a fact. We just have to hold fire on that one.
Here's one. Once again, I'm just going to use the basic logic that I have on it. We've got the Snowcat coming out around NYCC. You've got the Arctic Hiss coming out November, December. You've got Iceberg will be in hand around that same time.
Mountain Rescue.
Mountain Rescue. What else?
And they reissued the Arctic Bats that are now coming out again.
Right. The Arctic Bats will be coming. And then, so it only makes sense that if we don't see the pre-order for it at SDCC, which I've seen nothing on it, so I can't confirm it, but it just makes sense that they would do it then so that they would have them in hand when all that other Arctic stuff is hitting. So I could be wrong. It may be early January before we see them in hand if they do the pre-order in the fall. Who knows?
Right. I think that was another one of those situations where they pivoted, right? Because they originally were going to do the Crimson Hiss as the MTO. They pivoted when they saw a lot of the backflash of the Snowcat. And there was no characters. So their first move was to reveal a name only for Iceberg. Their second move was to pivot, change the Arctic Hiss from a Crimson Hiss to an Arctic Hiss. And I think the third was to throw in that Arctic Troop Builder. So they pivoted 3 times to make this Snowcat viable and make a theme around it that people would want more snow. And I think that was smart on all their parts.
Right. So you didn't miss out on an investment in snow if you didn't have snow at where you live. You know, you could still have the snow team and the snow scene.
Yeah, yeah. And so I think that was interesting. So that is all the renders that we have. So now we have a few different code leaked. I won't say leaked names. I'll say name onlys. We'll go with name onlys and code names. We have Sergeant Slaughter and the Triple T. Actually, no, we got a render for that now. I should have put that in the render list, but that's
well,
right.
I didn't, you know, it just happened yesterday. It's not that big a deal. Come on, man.
No, it's all right. Just.
What do you think about the Triple T?
Well, I love it. I think it's really interesting because I'm thinking of it in a 6-inch scale. So a 3 3/4 scale, you can maneuver that scale of a figure a lot better in any vehicle. 6-inch scale figure needs a deeper well to put the legs, needs a wider arch to sit in, and needs to look realistically like it's a place for that type of a character, that size of a character. So the way that they kind of stretched it up a little bit and they kept it a little snub-nosed a little bit, I kind of like it, actually. It's like a personal tank, a mini personal tank. And I love all the upgrades. I love the canopy. I love the lights. I love all the maneuverable guns on the turrets with the handhelds and things like that. Still has the missiles. And from what I can see, there are some hatches on the sides. There's a little hatch. It doesn't show it coming off, but it looks like there's a little hatch above where the gun is. So I'm guessing that's maybe something where we can get some storage in there. Maybe there's something else going on with this that we don't know about. That's some secrets that will be revealed at San Diego Comic-Con on the floor, the show floor, maybe. We'll have to wait. But I think there's more to meet the eye with that Triple T.
I think there's another feature, like you said, that they haven't been able to show in the render yet. I'll just say it. I know there's another feature in that area, but that said, people need to realize as well, this is probably going to be the same price as the Vamp Mark II. Quit worrying about them blowing it up. I don't see it going any higher than that. The treads do work, and
Yeah,
I've
the
heard they
treads
work.
Yep.
I've heard they work better than the Hiss did, and the Hiss didn't. It wasn't bad, you know.
Yep.
The canopy is modular, so
Yep.
you can remove it and have it look like the OG. And the bars on the front are modular, so you can remove them to make it look even more OG if you want to. So, guys, there's something there for the guys that want it classified up. There's something there for the guys that want the OG. Just do what, collect it how you want to, make it how you want it to look, and enjoy it, you know?
Yep, that's the good thing about classified. There's tons of modulability with this line, and that has lots of modulability to it. One of the things that did kind of rub me the wrong way, I was looking for the Sergeant Slaughter to be the USA Sergeant Slaughter, but there's got to be some sort of legal reason why they can't use that for some reason. So they redecoed the Slaughter and Mercer version of Slaughter. They just gave them a lot darker deco. People are saying it's Night Force Slaughter, which that's perfectly fine. I'll probably use my Slaughter and Mercer Slaughter for the tank, and I'll probably put the other Slaughter up in my Night Force and leave that up there. But that's the good thing about this. You can do whatever you want to do. Imagine how you want to imagine and play however you want to play, and collect how you want to collect.
And here's a thought on the Night Force Slaughter thing too. Okay, let's use logic again. If it is kind of designed to be a Night Force Slaughter, why would they not do that? Because then they put it with the Triple T, and then guess what they repaint? The Triple T as a Night Force Triple T. But guess what? You've already got Slaughter with the Triple T, the Night Force looking version. So you can add a different Night Force figure in there with that one.
That's right. And I think that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to reuse this mold. This mold's been used 4 or 5 times. I've seen green versions, black versions, the original version, multiple different times. So this is one of those vehicles that can get some reuse, at least three uses that I'm aware of. So expect that down the road.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
As for when, I don't know. This is just me using logic, you know.
Yep. Everything that classified does, you've got to expect reuse in some way. And that mold, that Sergeant Slaughter mold, obviously they used it for 2 Sergeant Slaughter and heavy duty. So that's the third use of that mold. So
and that's why for the same reason, I mean, the spoiler was as much as it was. You can't reuse a despoiler.
No, there's no reuse of that.
No reuse there.
That's why it's so expensive. I know people complain it should have been like $80 or $90 or whatever it is. You're probably right. It's because there was no reuse and they had to get the money out of that mold, so they had to go a little bit pricier. Whereas the Vamp, we thought the Vamp Mark II would be more expensive, but they went back down to the 109 to kind of only go up $10 from the original because there's reuse of clutch and the Vamp Mark II with the Stinger and the Vamp Mark I. So yes.
And what we've got to realize at the end of the day is fans and collectors, guys, is Hasbro is a corporation. They are not. There's no humanity left in corporations in America. Let's be honest. I don't care what corporation it is. It's all about the bottom dollar. They are going to penny pinch and penny pinch and penny pinch and penny pinch. And like Lenny would talk about stuff when we met with him, Joe Fest, about how it was supposed to be this, but they cut this. It was supposed to be this, but they cut this. And every time I turned around, it was they were cutting it and making it worse. And that's what they're going to do. So they're going to reuse. And if they don't get reused, they're going to screw your eyes to the wall by increasing the price to pay for the mold.
Evil Dookie has a really good point here. Night Force Outback came in the Triple T on the box art for the original Night Force Triple T. You're right, it was Outback. Don't have an Outback Night Force yet, so there you go. That's the perfect way.
Outback, they just reused Outback for Action Man. So now that production run is done, they can go straight to that probably in the next year or so.
Yep, I like that. I think that's perfect logic. Perfect logic. Everything classified does get reused, just as long as they don't reuse the first Falcon head. I 100% agree with you on that one, Michael Gene Fleming. 100%. Corporations don't give a fig about you. Just drink a Coke and
That's
smile.
right, baby. Have a Coke and smile.
So then we got the name, some other name onlys. We got obviously the Snake Armor, Crimson Snake Armor, and we got the Marauders, Mutt and Junkyard, and Footloose.
Right.
And it's a strong feeling that those are also going to be for pre-order during the 28th pre-order window with the retro line Flash, Animated Falcon, and Valkyrie. So I'm not 100% on this, but I hope that's a lot to come out in 1 week. If you add up like Tomb Raiders, Psych Out, Fatal Fluffies, Shipwreck and Deming, the 3-figure Retro Wave, then Snake Armors, then the Mutt, Junkyard, and Footloose. That's a lot to come out in a 5-day period for pre-orders. So I hope they know what they're doing on all this stuff. So that's what, third quarter, I guess? That's third quarter, all that?
Third quarter. See, most of Yo-Jo June is going to be third quarter too. So, I mean, that's a huge third quarter.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right, because I think Destron, the Despoiler, and all that previous Retro Wave and that stuff was second quarter, right? And then we got stuff like from October, November that came in first quarter, January, February. Yeah, so you're right. That's all third quarter. That's a big third quarter.
Yeah.
That's a big third quarter because our Snowcats and our Hisses and stuff will be coming fourth quarter, probably. So interesting, very interesting.
It's a lot of product.
A lot of product. So let's see. So then there's a bit of a.
Oh, hey, one thing real quick, because I'm gonna go ahead. I can reveal this at this point. I've seen an official photo of the Cobra Snake Armor, the Crimson Snake Armor, and guys, I love it. I mean, like, it's the paint apps are so different than what we're expecting. I believe Travis Moody had a fake render of it that he put up. Yeah, but he said it was, but it doesn't look like that, guys. It can literally go, in my opinion, it could go with your Crimson Strike Force. It could go with your Iron Grenadiers. It could go with 788 if you wanted it to. And it could go with Skeletron. And when you see those, when you see the paint scheme on it, you'll see what I'm talking about.
Yeah, so it's very modular when it comes to where you want to play with it. So people that are true builders, that true build a lot of this stuff, like Woody, Triple Deuce, you could buy 10 or 20 or 40 or whatever, and you can put it with different factions. Put it behind some Iron Grenadiers, put it behind some Crimson, put it with your Action Force if you want Action Force, and put it as a 788 item to add to your new Trouble Bubble, Stealth Trouble Bubble that you're going to be getting. That faction keeps growing and growing as well. So yeah, I think that's the way you got to think about it.
Now that I own a Red Shadows by Skeletron, I'm going to have a hard time not putting it with it.
Exactly. Yep. So that is that. So those are all the known code names and everything that we're aware of. There are some things that are kind of out in the ether right now. We're not gonna cover too much of that, but we know there is another Target exclusive 2-pack. We don't know because they're messing around with the drops on the fall, the Geek Outs. We thought the Geek Out was going to be July 12th, and it was actually June 5th. We thought there's going to be a September Geek Out, but it may be sooner than that. We may get a leak. We know the port information has already leaked, and this particular Target 2-pack is in port. So we may get the name only leaked at San Diego Comic-Con for this 2-pack, and it's out there. Everybody knows about it. It's been leaked multiple times on other channels, and people have given the wink, wink, nudge, nudge, but they won't just say it outright. We've talked about it multiple times, and it is Snake Eyes Ninja Force and a new deco of Jinx Ninja Force as a 2-pack for the Target Geek Out in the fall, but we're looking at maybe earlier than the fall, possibly.
There is a possibility because the dates have been totally off this year, unless they're just changing their dates this year. I don't know what it is. I really haven't paid that much attention.
I don't know, but I know it is in port. It has come in. We know that it's on its way. So that's probably why they're putting out the Chibang and Scarlet now, because they don't want to be on top of themselves. So I'm thinking sometime in August, we may end up getting that Ninja Force, Snake Eyes and Jinx. Whereas Walmart is a completely different animal. Walmart is still going to be in the fall. We believe it's still in October. Their Collector Con, so they still have an item for that, but there may be another item before that. I can't say with 100% certainty, but I can say that this item is a Walmart item, and it has to fall into the Walmart rules of release and distribution. So that's why it's coming out the way it's coming out. So later when you guys see this, you're going to be like, what the hell is going on here? And why do they do it this way? This is the reason why they're doing it this way. It's got to fall in the Walmart rules and the way that they release and distribute product. Because it was a Walmart product, it's going to have to fall into those rules. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
Hopefully you guys can figure it out.
And I'll just be honest. That's what I'm talking about. The same thing when I say watch for the 23rd, because I've heard it's been moved up. I'm not for sure. Just heard it's been moved up. Watch for another product on the 23rd with Walmart. It'll be on Pulse too, so just whichever you do.
And it's something that you guys have wanted for a very, very long time. And I've speculated, I thought this was going to be a retro carded item, because it just made sense. I'm like, yes, they've got to do a retro card of this item, but now I understand why they didn't, because of the Walmart rules and the way it's released and distributed, and so on and so forth. That's why it didn't get a retro. It's getting this thing instead. I'm trying to skirt around it. It's so difficult to skirt around at 610. Nothing I hate more in-store exclusives. They can take those exclusives and place them where the sun doesn't shine. Mother Slug, I'm there with you. I understand what you're going through. It's just part of this business. There's nothing we can do about it. It's just a part of this business, and we just gotta have to accept it. Just don't get it, or get it aftermarket, or whatever, however you want to get it. But yeah, it's a pain in the neck. Trust me.
I'm just going to be honest. I've got to say this because it's the truth. And guys, just go ahead and I know we don't we feel like we're shilling out Hasbro by buying the premium, but let me tell you, I've been premium since the get-go, and I'm going to tell you exactly why. I don't miss exclusives. That extra hour window, as long as I'm ready at the time they say go, I've never missed anything, hardly. I mean, I can't even think of the last one I missed, other than Once a Man Cobra Commander, because it was a short run. But they brought them right back, and I got one within a week of the original pre-order date. But that said, you're going to pay for that membership and shipping in less than one fourth of the year. In exclusives, just 1/4 of the year in exclusives. If you get all the exclusives, and if you get standard and mainline, everything shorter than that.
Yeah. Based on everything we've already gotten this year, that thing paid for itself 10 times.
Right. Yeah.
Oh man. Exclusives are annoying, but from what I understand, it is a good sign for the brand. It means stores are coming to Hasbro and saying, we want Joe's here that no one else has. That's a very good point. I like that very much. This is hilarious, though. Oh, man.
I don't think we're going to get a flag.
No. I'm going to put this back up there. I'm just going to let it sit here for a little while and let everybody take a peek at this. I'm not even going to give a wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I'm just going to let this lay right here and let you.
I'll say this though, for real. You know, the thing is, I hate exclusives too. I hate having to try to fight to get them. I ain't gonna lie. I'd rather just everything be readily available.
Yeah.
But the line's doing so well that Target and Walmart have dove in even deeper in 2027. That's all I can say about that. But they dove in even deeper.
Yeah,
So
there's nothing off the table from what I understand. And another thing is, from what I understand from inside sources and stuff like that, classified is Hasbro's saving grace right now. It is holding that company up by its bootstraps, because if classified wasn't doing what it's doing, I think there would be some big moves by Hasbro and a lot more bad decisions. We've seen some bad decisions, but there would be a lot more bad decisions because Hasbro is being held up by G.I. Joe. This is like the third or fourth time this brand saved it.
In saying that, though, you don't mean that it's bringing in the most money. Don't get, because people are going to get confused as what you're saying. Yeah. What he's saying is Transformers is set to make that big ass amount of money. That's just what they do. Marvel is set to make that big amount of money. That's what they do. Star Wars, that's what they do. But Joe is that piece that is consistently generating enough profits to fill in the gap of everything else that fails.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's an interesting situation. Very interesting. All right, so then now we're going to get into a little bit of speculation. So
all right, I like this part.
I'm going to throw out a few things that we have. I think we have clues. We've got a lot of clues to a lot of these things. And this is like things that we can say, yeah, I think maybe they'll show a name only. Yeah, maybe they'll give a leak listing, or maybe there'll be something that they'll give it a clue in their question and answer and interviews and floor interviews and things like that. So that we have to really keep an eye or keep an ear up of stuff, because this is where we get a lot of this next segment of this. And this is where we're going to probably get a lot of negatives on some of these things, because it's just the way it works, right? No, okay. So MTO, we're going to go with MTO. Mm-hmm. We got the MTO in January. I think it was December to January 1st or 4th or whatever. And it was the Arctic Assault Hiss, which is a redeco of the original Hiss. But now that we've seen that the MTO has worked not only for Marvel Legends like 5 times, we've already got a classified G.I. Joe classified, and I think there might be one Transformer MTO. I don't think Star Wars has used it yet, to my knowledge. I could be wrong.
I honestly don't know.
I don't know either. But so we believe there's another MTO this year, and we could possibly either see it at San Diego Comic-Con as the big display piece. Since it's not a HasLab, they need something to really create a lot of buzz and something big to really draw people in. Holy crap, holy crap. So we've already gotten through 2 of our major wants, right? We got through Hooded Cobra Commander, King Cobra Commander. We got through Flash. What's next for the #1 most wanted item in G.I. Joe in classified? What is that?
Well, I've gave my clue when I stood up and showed you my shirt just a second ago. That's what I think we will see on display. Of course, is the Dreadnought Thunder Machine. That's just my thoughts. I can't prove it. I don't have anything to back it up as far as it being on display, but I don't see how Hasbro can go through this panel with just figure product or smaller vehicles with no HasLab and not displaying, at least showing off the MTO. Does that mean we're going to start the MTO pre-order after that? No. It'll probably be around November, just like the Arctic Hiss was probably, and we'll see it in our hands in 2027. But I believe that's going to be the MTO.
So they will have the Snowcat. BMAC did say it in his last post. They are going to have
Right.
the Snowcat on there with a bunch of different display things.
But it is still just the demo version. It's not the
Yeah,
actual
it's not
version out of the box.
right. Which the demo
So,
version was colored. It did have
yeah.
all that.
Oh,
It
it
had
looked great.
everything.
Yeah.
It looks still
But
great.
but is that going to really be your showstopper for 2 years in a row?
No, not because we've already pre-ordered. That's why it's not going to create
Right.
that buzz, that air of holy crap, we finally got it. It's been 2.5 years. We've been waiting on this thing, and we've got like 50 whatever dreadnoughts to play around with this thing. How are they going to do this? We've been waiting. We've been speculating. How is this going to work? Is this going to be $200? Is it $150? You know, there's a lot of questions around this particular item, and we don't know all the answers to all those questions, but it makes sense from a fiscal responsibility on Hasbro's point to get something that people are going to talk about. They're not going to talk about the Snowcat again. They're not going to talk about the Triple T, or they would never have shown the render yesterday for that. They would not have done that. They would have waited till next week, closer to SDCC. So they wanted the conversation to be off the Triple T and off of the Snowcat because of BMAC's comment. It'll be on the floor. It'll be displayed.
Something else is going to be.
What else? What else is there? Another. It's got to be another faction. It's got to be Cobra, because those two things are Joe. It's got to be, right? So if you add all this stuff up, it just makes sense. We don't have 100% any kind of proof, but we're smart. Both 610 and I are smart, and we can put our tea leaves together and figure this stuff out. It doesn't take that much if you really think about it.
Yeah.
So that's all I'm going to say about MTOs right now. But we can
go ahead. Can I go ahead and say I believe that the Thunder Machine, if that's what it is, and I believe it is, I believe it will have a $149.99 price point when they go to MTO it. I can't prove that either. I do not have any confirmation on that whatsoever, but that makes sense to me because I think it's going to be pretty big.
Oh, yeah.
Whether they do lights or not, I don't know. I don't think they will. There's really not a need for it, especially when you got people like Dookie that can make it better anyways. But I just see it as around 150 because it is a made to order.
Yep, I 100% agree with you. I'm on board with all that. And if they do that 150, there's going to definitely probably be some cost cutting. And this is where some of these rumors where you guys are going to get upset about. Don't get upset when you find out certain things were cut and they had to do them as separate items. Because you guys complain about the HISS having too many figures and too many stretch goals, and the Snowcat having too many stretch goals, and blah, blah, blah. Well, they're listening to you guys. Just takes a couple of years to get to your concerns, and this may be one of those points where they got to your concern, and it makes sense. It makes sense.
I'll go ahead and say this much, okay? We know, this I know for a fact, because first vehicle without a figure was snake armor. Second time we got a driver without his vehicle was Deep Six. And at that point in time, BMAC said,
that's the fourth figure.
Right. Well, BMAC said, hey, we can do a shark still, but we'll probably put some more army building troop in it, type deal.
Diver or something.
Right. And so here's the thing. Hasbro's not dumb. They know that there are people right now in chats all over the place saying, hey, I'm done buying vehicles, but I want those drivers. I'm done buying, I want to complete everything. I want the driver and the vehicle. Well, it makes sense that if you sell the vehicle separate from the driver, you're serving two communities, especially if they are scheduled to come out at the same time. And don't think Hasbro's not going to be smart enough to have a driver with a vehicle at the same time. So then you're selling to both the figure-only collector, which allows you to sell more of that figure, and you're selling the vehicle to the completionist with the vehicle driver, because we're going to buy it anyways.
I think you're right. I think that's sound logic on your part. So we'll just have to wait to see how this all turns out. But it's going to be an interesting conversation. I know there's going to be people on both sides of this that are going to have a problem,
Yeah.
and it's just par for the course.
Right.
Classified, never make everybody happy. I haven't seen one thing that 100% made everybody happy. Not even a Hooded Cobra Commander, not even Flash made people 100% happy. People were upset that Flash was on a retro card. I'm like, they're giving you Flash. Who gives a crap how he's coming? He's there, right? Hooded Cobra Commander's coming with the throne. Well, I would have rather it without the throne. I'm like, give me a break. You can't make people happy. You can't.
Right.
There's no way, you know, as much as they try. So I've given up even thinking about it myself personally. I just get what I like, and that's it.
Yep.
So there's a couple other sneak things. We already talked about Snake Eyes and Jinx, Night Force. We've got a couple clues during Yojo June that came out that are very strong clues. You kind of touched on one of them, the shark, that BMAC did talk about. Yes, we know you guys want a shark. Yes, we want to get to a shark. We're just trying to make it physically responsible, and maybe we'll just do a diver redeco of one of the ketchup and mustard divers, pop on whoever's head, shipwreck, wetsuit, whoever, Duke, Snake Eyes, whatever head, and call it a day. And that'll be down the road, probably, based on that conversation, right? So then we know that the Walmart CollectorCon in the fall, it's going to have another character. It's been heavily rumored, and it's connected to the Dire Tech. Some sort of a name was leaked, Hawk, but that is not Hawk, the character Hawk. It's just a cover name for that, like a code name for it, like they give on the boxes, like Jabberjaw for the Dragonfly was Jabberjaw,
Right.
and different other code names, and so on and so forth. So that's like a code name, Hawk, and it has to do with one of those brands that they're using, maybe one of the Muppets or something like that. But it is probably true that it's going to be Dire related, but it's going to be a new character. We don't know who this character is or what it's going to be, but it's rumored it's a deluxe. I think I can say that.
I can say this for real. I don't think it's a deluxe.
Oh.
I think it's going to be standard price point. I have seen this figure.
Oh.
What I can't say is who it is, what it is, but I can say you're right on it being Energon, but that makes sense. We go Night Force, Energon, Night Force, Energon, usually in that order.
Dire
Tech, yeah, my bad. Except for when we did the Crystal Ball, then the Dire Tech Viper and the Ghost Viper, and we just kept going there for a minute. But Dire Tech's back up. The code name Hawk, usually the code names have absolutely nothing to do when they're chosen for. It's just random words they put in. But I'll just say that word fits what this is. And it is badass. I'm not even slightly kidding. I mean, I have seen it, and I didn't think they could go this far with Dire Tech and it looked this good.
So, and I'm going to go a little bit further and say, when you get certain things, there's going to be reuse. So I'm going to throw out the word reuse here, because they did the Viper, the Ghost Viper, and there was a lot of reuse with the Ghost Viper. So I'm going to throw out reuse with this. Curb your expectations, but be very excited after you see it, because you're going to have both of those feelings.
Right. Yeah. It's definitely all reuse, 100%. There's no doubt about it. But if this guy, whoever kit bashed this together, knocked it out of the daggum park.
I look forward to seeing whatever this is. It looks and sounds very exciting. So then we had this is something I keep going back to because it's something that's close to my heart. 2 interviews last year in the fall. I think it was New York Comic Con. It might have been MCM London as well. That Lenny mentioned this particular character, and I harp on this pattern, these themes that you have to look at when you go back a couple of years. You look at the themes like the Cobra La theme. You can go back to Once a Man Cobra Commander. You can go back to the movie theme with, Law and Order, Tunnel Rat, Jinx, Falcon, who else? Big Lob. And you can go back to Cobra La with the Once a
Still
Man
here. I'm
Cobra
just stepping away
Commander.
for a second.
That's fine. Nemesis Immortal, Pythona, the Royal Guard. You can look at these themes and you can kind of see the patterns of this stuff. So now we've got this theme, and it's something that's been very random until now when you look at it in the context that I'm laying out for you. And I've laid it out a couple of times already. We got Mole Rats version stage 1. We got Mole Rat stage 2. We got Airtight. We got Toxo Viper. And based on those 4 things and what Lenny said, he wants to get Cesspool in the line twice in 2 interviews. And Cesspool's not going to be a guy they're going to do a single release for. This is going to be a guy with a lot of accessories, a lot of extra equipment. He's going to be going after this eco theme and this hazardous waste theme. So I think it's going to be a deluxe Cesspool, and I think it's coming pretty soon. I would love to see a leaked name for Cesspool at San Diego Comic-Con. What do you think, 610?
That would be awesome. I would love to see that leaked. I know it's not for everybody. I get not everybody was eco warriors and all that. Said it before, I'll say it again. I collect what I didn't have as much as I collect what I had. I love it all. Give it to me, give it to me, give it to me.
All right, so we're going to go into a couple more things that BMAC also said. He said when they released Toxo Viper, that there's a very good possibility that we could get Eco Warriors down the line. He says based on that Toxo Viper. And I would even go one farther and say maybe even more Eco Warriors, more Toxo related characters and monsters and creatures and experiments and things like that down the line, because I love me some zombies and I want to see some zombies in Classified based on some of the things that we've gotten, like these Royal Guards and some of these characters like that Ninja Force Zartan and a bunch of other stuff that I'm astonished that had no business looking as good as they do, but they are phenomenal. That zombies would be awesome in the Toxo and Eco area. What do you think about that hot take?
I agree 100%. I would go harken back to what you just said, and the fact that Borat had a stage 1 and a stage 2, and is rumored to have a stage 3 at some point,
and 4 and 4.
And yeah, so if that happens, why would you not possibly see? We if you look at the Toxo Viper, when Shark Eyes reviewed it the other night, I looked at the face on it, and that guy's already infected. That face sculpt. Yeah. So it would make sense to me to see further infection down the line.
Yeah, 100%. The fact that we're getting stage 2 Mole Rats, and we've already been told there's a 3rd and the 4th in the preliminary and thought process. Yeah, what are those stage 3 and 4s going to look like? And yeah, I want more of that. Give me that stuff, any of that stuff. The fact that we got Fatal Fluffies means that we could get Monster Viper and whatever the other guys, I can never remember his name, the other Viper guy. Monster guy. So I think we're going to be getting more.
Was it Bio Viper?
It could have been Bio Viper. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't have that information right now. But they did those big monstrous creatures.
I want to see the Monster Viper for sure, though.
Yep. And it's basically already been done with the Fatal Fluffy. You just redeco that a little bit, and you got your Monster Viper. You give it a new head, give it a couple of new accessories, and voila, Monster Viper.
Yeah, I hope they dig a little deeper, though.
Yeah, maybe a little bit deeper. You're right. Let's see. then, if you're looking at the patterns again, and you're reading all these tea leaves and looking at what has come, we got everybody from Cobra Law. It's the most next logical step, globulus. And they've mentioned, yes, we're going to complete Cobra Law. Don't you worry. And we know next year's the 40th anniversary, and we know that we're going to probably get more animated movie stuff, probably a lot more animated movie stuff. So globulus is definitely on the cards, probably for next year. I don't know exactly when, but that's a good shout, right?
I think so. I think next year, they followed a pattern with Cobra Law, and it was one a year. And people, for some reason, just forgot that we got the Cobra Law Royal Guard this year, and that's why we didn't get globulus. But next year is a big year for the 40th anniversary of the movie. Guys, they're diving in hard on it. I'll just go ahead and say that. That's going to be one of the running themes throughout the year. But there's also 2 other great running themes that y'all are going to be really happy about.
That they haven't touched on yet, that are going to be added, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and I think once they do this next faction, they add this next faction, then you're going to be like, oh, they screwed me over. Now I got to get like 12 more characters or whatever it is. But that's just something to keep an eye out for, right?
Right.
So the next thing is something that was revealed during the Sundown file card, where they talked about this cabal or this cartel of crime bosses or underworld crime organizations. Skeletron, shout out to RoboSkull and Skeletron, where they revealed Headman was a part of this cabal of people. And so they would not have stuck that in a file card with a character prominently the way that they did if they weren't coming out with Headman. It's obvious.
Just so everybody knows, David hates Headman. Okay, so
I hate Headman.
Just go ahead, jump down his throat, and tell him we love our 1920s Zoot Suit Riot, mask wearing, pimp daddy drug dealer.
I like the idea of the character. I just don't like that visual, and I don't like that name. I think it's a dumb name. It's just Headman. You might as well say something else. That's why it gets me. As a toy for children, why would they use that? It just doesn't make sense. I'm hoping they change the name of it. Maybe give him a different real name and just say that people call me this or whatever, kind of like a offshoot, like they do with some of the Joes. They have their Pulaski, Ralph Pulaski, such and such, do something like that. I hope, because I just think that's a dumb name. I don't like it. But
yeah, I would love to see his figure though in the classified line though. I'd love to see that pinstripe suit. And honestly, his figure, that was after my time, and that's why I like it so much, because it's stuff I had never held in my hand or done anything with, but his troopers, the headhunters, was that what they were called?
Yeah, the headhunters. Those are pretty good. I like them.
They might have been one of the best army builders in the entire line of G.I. Joe.
Yeah, it is one of the better ones. You're right about that. But I love this comment. Headman is not a He-Man villain. You're right. I think Headman and Fisto and Ram Man would go in a really nice 3-pack together. Oh my God. So that is another one that we could possibly get a name only or a render reveal or what have you at SDCC. So that is all. Those are all I think the closest things that we could possibly get, including that Snake Eyes and Jinx, for render reveals or name onlys that I think are coming. There's a lot more rumored names. We can go into this and we can kind of gauge what we think the likelihood of this is, if it's BS or if it's possibility in the future or something like that. So we got a lot of stuff. Some of this stuff has been debunked already, but some of it has not.
We can say this though, because the line plan is completely out now for 2026. So we can say that anything from here on, with the exception of what were you talking about a minute ago? Hold on, let me think. With the exception of one of the things that we thought could be coming, they everything else has been revealed. So anything name dropped from this point on, with the exception of the Snake Eyes Jinx 2-pack, that's what it is. With the exception of that, any other name drops we get will be for 2027. So just keep that in mind.
Yeah. I always played the headman as myself. I bet you did, Shane. But yeah, I don't, it's just something about that name, Mother Slug. It's just something about that name that just rubs me the wrong way. I just don't understand what the logic in that is, but it is the way it is. So this is a lot. We're gonna rinse through all this stuff very quickly. I'm gonna touch on some of these here and there, but this is a lot of rumors and a lot of name onlys and leaks and stuff from multiple sources all over the interwebs. Some reliable sources, some not reliable sources, some port information, some things that we've gleaned. And so we're putting all this together based on things that have been said in interviews, panels, like I said, port information, wink, wink, nudge, nudges, and all this stuff. So we'll see what hits the wall and what doesn't hit the wall. All right, so we know for a fact that this is next year, but we know that it's maybe later than we anticipated, and that is the water moccasin. It's going to be a big vehicle for next year. It was also on the voting poll by Lenny on his socials, Weather Dominator, in 2 polls. They did 2 Cobra water vehicles in a poll. They got about 50-50, and then there was a vehicle poll. The Mobat, the Mauler, the Havoc, and the Sergeant Slaughter vehicle, the
Warthog. Warthog.
Warthog. So there was a vote on that. Most of those got about 20 or 30 in the Joe one. I think the one that was the least was the Mobat. It only got like 12 or 13% on the vote, whereas the other 3 got like 32, 36, 34 in the vote. And then the Cobra one, the water moccasin and the Moray was 50-50. So we know there's a water moccasin on the line plan for 2027. It was delayed from 26 because they just didn't have the budget for it, and it got pushed to 27. Now we're hearing it may be late 27, possibly. What do you think about that?
I'm actually hearing 28 before we even, yeah. So if that's the case, though, think about it. I'm not saying that they're just going to go on a Cobra run with these MTOs. But if they chose that for the MTO next year, it would be in hand in 2028. So we may see it in 2027, but it not be in hand till 2028. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense. That's logical. Hey, Todd C., thanks for joining us.
Todd?
All right, so this is something we've gotten confirmation from a reliable sources. It was leaked probably around January of this year in another group, and now we understand it's going to come with a figure, and it's going to be a vehicle with a figure, and it's part of another Cobra faction. It's the Dreadnought motorcycle, and it's looking like it's coming with a figure. I cannot say who the figure is because it has been told to me in confidence, but it's going to come with a Dreadnought figure. So use your imagination. Who would come with a Dreadnought motorcycle?
Yeah.
Is that good enough for that one?
Honest to God, I don't know that it'll be Dreadnought motorcycle. I think Dreadnought trike, if they do one.
Trike. So they're going to do the 3-wheeled trike.
I think so. I think that's the direction they'll go, just because it'll be more of their product, without going to the Vamp and Ram 2-pack.
Oh, a buzzer that doesn't suck ass. Oh man. It's like,
But I
all right.
don't know if it's coming with a figure or not either. I haven't heard anything on that. That's
Oh,
something I hadn't heard.
oh, okay. Interesting.
But I do. How do I say this? The figure you're probably thinking of that it comes with is probably coming next year.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Right. But it's separate, I believe.
Yeah, right. So we can't really say much. So there you go.
Right.
So we're
It's
being
weird
very,
when we both it's weird when we both have different sources and it's like we're hearing everything we both hear, but it's like when you have to put it all together. It's weird.
yeah, it is weird. So sometimes we match up our notes to make sure we're both on the same page, and then we're like, oh yeah, we can confirm this. Oh, I can confirm this. No, I can't confirm that. It's not. It's garbage. That blah, blah. So
Right.
it is tricky. It is tricky, but
Yeah, it
the
is.
good thing
And
is
here
we
we are
both
right
have.
in the middle of the show and it's getting tricky.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
I love it.
Um,
That makes it real though.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. So then now we're getting into a couple other interesting things. 788, continuation of 788, possibly with a reissue of the Claw as a 788. We don't know if this is accurate or not because
Right.
now I'm hearing something different, and that could be false information. The same with the dire snake armor. That could also be
Right.
false information. We don't know if those two are real or not, if they're fake information or not, but they have been rumored and they have been leaked as names and they're out there. Take them
Yeah.
for what they are. Reuse is a possibility. We know that.
Yeah.
That's the code word for this
That's
episode is reuse.
yeah, that's the thing is from this point in the line, anything can be done. I mean,
Yeah.
and if somebody puts it out there as a rumor and Hasbro gets wind of it and thinks, well, hell, then people are wanting that, we better do it, you know? So I'm never going
Right.
to say that everything is total BS, but I have not heard anything on either of those things. I'll just put it that way.
Right. Okay. Thank you. Snow, this is where we got a clue, another BMAC clue. And he
Yeah.
mentioned this out of the blue, very weird. Like, why would you specifically mention this particular animal in this particular vein, in this particular conversation that was going on at the time? And it has to
Right.
do with a snow leopard. What the
Right.
hell is this snow leopard and how does it connect to anybody? Well, there's a couple of rumors of some snow cobras out there that we've heard about, and they are Snow Baroness and Arctic Coco, Cobra Commander, possibility. So could this snow leopard be involved in one of these type 2 things and be a animal and figure companion set for down the road in another year? And that would be a new animal, a snow leopard for the Arctic theme and building out that Arctic theme even further.
Right. And I've heard a lot of people saying the snow leopard was really just a reference to the snow cat. No, it wasn't. Let me tell you why. You're not going to push and market a vehicle you've already sold and gotten all the money for. So it's a clue. I can confirm that. But yeah, those sound like 2 great possibilities, you know.
Very good. All right. So then another Arctic item that was rumored, that was on a list, a leaked list, the same, one of the sources we got some of this information from was Stalker version 2 with the kayak as a deluxe vehicle and figure set, similar to Zanya and the Swamp Skier, and I would say similar to what other figure? Oh, the Claw with a figure, the Trouble Bubble with a figure, the Varmint with a figure. In that scale, it would be something like that. And this is another connecting piece to the Arctic theme and a reuse of a character that we're getting a lot of reuses at the moment of characters. There's a lot of Destros and Cocos and Dukes and Snake Eyeses and who else has got a Dusty's got a reuse. Clutch has got a reuse. Sergeant Slaughter's got another reuse. What other do we have coming out?
Too many. That's the thing right now. But the thing is, they're doing a good job of it, so I ain't complaining about it.
Scarlet's got another reuse.
Right.
So the
But
logical.
It's all reuse just about right now. But hey, I'll tell you this much: there's a lot of stuff that's coming out in the next few waves that I know about that's totally new stuff. So maybe they did all this reuse this year so they could get all this new stuff in this coming year.
Yeah, it could balance itself out with
Right.
the line plan. They had to do some reuse this year to get some cool new
Right.
stuff, and then do some reuse and get some cool. So it's not every year. It's not a lot every year. Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Right.
So Arctic Stalker with the kayak version 2 vehicle and figure set. So then there's a lot of rumors on the retro area. There's a lot of retro figures in
Let me go back to
rumors.
Stalker for 1 second, Dave.
Sure.
He was my favorite character. That's why I'm going back.
Okay.
I love Stalker. And bonus here, everybody, if you haven't caught us saying it before, I have no problem telling you right now in 2027, we will get the LARP 3-pack with Storm Shadow, Stalker, and Snake Eyes. It's been confirmed by multiple sources, and not only multiple sources, but Lenny himself telling me verbatim at Joe Fest. So that's a done deal. LARP team is coming 2027. Can I tell you when in 2027? No. But having said that, I hate that I have not heard anything about that Stalker version 2 through 2027. Because I want it so bad, I can't see straight, because he is my favorite character in the line. And God, I want that so bad.
So yeah, that was on my list here, the LERP team, but I haven't gotten to it yet. That's all right. I'm just trying to shoot through as many of these as quick as possible, because that's how long I can keep you on here. But
you're fine.
So then the next one is Zanzibar. So, all right. So another comment by Lenny at Joe Fest. And this is where I'm telling you guys, you got to get involved in these conversations and talk to these people and see what they're saying, because this is another clue that Zanzibar is definitely coming, because he said that Emily wanted to do what kind of hair was it? What kind of hair?
Sorry, I had to mute for a second. Flocked hair.
Flocked hair for Zanzibar, and
like
they talked about the ponytail and things like that. And Lenny was like, "No, that looks like garbage. I don't want to be involved in that. If you guys want to do something, go ahead and do it. But I'm not. I'm backing away from that one." And so he didn't get involved in Zanzibar. But that's confirmation they were working on Zanzibar.
Right. I think he probably ended up giving inputs on the designs, but I bet he changed the hair. If he's coming next year. Which, honest to God, I have not seen Zanzibar on a list. That doesn't mean it's not happening. I'm just saying I haven't seen it.
But I believe there will be more Dreadnoks. It's one of those themes.
It's a matter of time.
Cobra Faction these. They're just putting them out a little here, a little there. We've already got what, 1, 2, how many Dreadnoks this year? 3?
God, Zanya, Zartan Ninja Force. Who else?
Maybe not. Maybe just 2 so far. Maybe just 2.
But still,
so far.
But they do a good job of sprinkling them in as we go. That's what I like about it. I mean, they're trying to get it where every wave and every little time they shove something out, here's something for you, here's something for you, here's something for you.
Yeah.
And then
I think that's a good way to go.
Yeah.
Yep. They're trying to touch a lot of different fan bases. They're trying to make sure different things are touched on different themes. Like I talk about a lot on this channel in these type of videos. Themes. Look at the themes, and you can follow the themes along and figure out what is next. And Dreadnoks is a continuous. There will always be Dreadnoks each year. Oh, I know what it is. The MTO. And whatever might come after the MTO, possibly. But yes, there's going to be more Dreadnoks. So Zanzibar, we've gotten 3 or 4 different confirmations that Zanzibar is on the way. Whether he comes next year or whenever, we know he's on the way. All right, so then we're going to go into retros. I jumped ahead and did Zanzibar. I was going to do retros. Now, retros is a very interesting conversation, and we can talk about this for a long time, 610 and I, because there's a lot of speculation on the retros. There's a lot of rejuggling on the retros because of certain themes and certain ideas that are coming next year and things like that. And because of this idea with Walmart having to deal with the way that they deal with stuff, why things are not retro and why things are retro. And
Right.
this is where we're going to go with this. So I'm going to throw out a bunch of names, and you can give me a 2 thumbs up on whether you think it's going to be retro this year or next year. And that's a lot of time to fit into retro. You don't have to tell me what wave it's in or when it's going to be. Just a 2 thumbs up as if you believe it's going to be retro, or if it's not going to be retro, don't give me a thumbs up. So this will help you guys figure this out. All right. Hopefully this is going to be a fun game for 610 and I. All right. Shirtless Serpentor. All right. Ripcord. Vintage Original. Zorana. Animated Deke or some sort of movie deco.
I could see that.
Chuckles. Original version from the animated feature film.
I could definitely, anytime you're going to go animated, I can say I could see it because we know they're leading it into animated.
Tunnel Rat Animated.
Yeah, that would be possible.
Jinx
Because he's
Animated.
he was one of the
The
recruits,
Rawhide.
right?
Rawhide.
Rawhides, yeah. And so was Jinx, yeah. So definitely thumbs up on both of those.
This is one that I've wanted for a very long time, and I think it needs a redeco. It was #1 in the classified line, over 250 figures later, and I would love to get a redeco that's more closer to this representation of this, and I hope we can get it, and it'll be a long time coming. Roblox version 2.
Ooh, yeah, because he's in the movies version 2, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, so yeah, I could see that happening.
All right. So there you go. So now we're going to get into a few things that are a little bit weird. So we're going to go with.
I can't confirm those. I can just say that makes sense because we know they're leaning into the 40th anniversary. We know beyond a shadow of a doubt.
Right. So Falcon.
Even Lenny talked about it at Joe Fest.
Right.
So I think
Falcon animated Falcon is the first clue to this theme, right?
Exactly, because when we got that retro animated camo pattern Falcon, I knew, retro's going to lean into this.
All right, so we're going to go into something that we have no information other than it was on a leak listing, and based on what they've been giving us over the summer with a new theme, a new environmental theme, and I think we've gotten a few things with Tough Duke, or what is it you call him?
Operator Duke.
Operator Duke, and the Vamp Mark II with Clutch. The ability we could be getting, Oh, Dusty and Sandstorm version 2. Yep, that's right. So we got 3 desert-related things in my estimation. So that is a 3-pack that was rumored way back in January, along with the Arctic 3-pack. We got the Arctic 3-pack revealed, but we didn't get the Desert 3-pack revealed. So I think this is a way to get that Clutch version 2 Desert version, and then whoever else you want to throw in there as desert version, as this 3-pack. We don't have it on the line plan, and we haven't seen a name only or renders or anything, but it's strongly rumored that this is coming. And I think BMAX said that maybe we could get some more desert down the road in this theme. He said it in the Jojo June video.
And I will say, I don't know. Like, I would love to see a desert 3-pack. Let's be real. Who wouldn't? I mean, I love the desert theme. We grew up watching the Iraqi War and Desert Freedom and all that, and I mean, we love desert stuff. I mean, that's just who we are as kids. Yeah. I'll tell you this: B-Max said that, and then the next week he listed the Triple T when he announced it as a desert tank, and I think that was the more desert he was talking about at the time. But I hope they do a 3-pack.
Interesting. Interesting. Well, I think the other Sergeant Slaughter would be much more desert than the one that's coming with the
Right.
Triple T. I think
Yeah,
the Triple T
I do
Sergeant is
too.
definitely more Night Force.
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
So now we're going to give a bunch of name-onlys that are possible, that have been thrown out there, and we'll see which ones of these stick, which ones don't. But they were thrown out on that list, that leak list from another source. We're just throwing them in a group here. You can take them for what they are. Some of them might be, some of them might not be. And I think all this is stuff that is possible. So we have Voltar with his vulture, and there was a name for the vulture. I can't for the life of me remember what they called the vulture. Continues Iron Grenadiers. Muskrat, another 88 or 89 character figure for the line. That'll get another Joe out of those years. Scoop, another Joe for those years. Again, possibility, and we'll see what happens with that. The Energon Duke and more question, which BMAC covered. He said, we know you guys want Energon, and we have something in mind. We have something planned for Energon. We can't tell you right away, but the Duke that's not coming, the Duke that's coming is the tough Duke, the operator Duke. The rugged Duke is not the Energon Duke, but there's something coming down the road. So Duke, possibly.
I did hear a rumor that the Legacy line is taking a hiatus for another line to start. Just think that's curious with what you're talking about.
Oh, interesting. Legacy's going to take a break. Interesting.
Take a break. They do have one more figure coming before that, though, and it's one people will be happy with.
Interesting. Very interesting. We do know there are more. Full Force has said that there's another Ninja Force 2-pack coming after the Snake Eyes and Jinx. He did say there was another one after that, but the information that we have right now about the Snake Eyes and Jinx is at port. That's something sooner, and then there's something after. So we don't know what that is. But we know, we do actually, I should correct myself, we do know what it is, and it is not Tajinsu, and it's not, what Viper Island is. Bushido. It is not Tajinsu, it is not Bushido. Those are not on the line plan.
He just throws everything at the wall till something sticks, man.
Right.
That's all he does.
We can 100% confirm it is not Tajinsu, it is not Bushido, it is two other characters. And I'll say it's a reuse of one character and a brand new character, but that's all I can say for the classified line. That's all I'm going to say on that. We know that there's more vehicles. We know there's more 40th anniversary. We know there's a possibility of a retro shooter some way, because they've made 2 call outs to the retro shooter, and it's obvious they're going to do something with her. We just don't know where that's going to fall, because it doesn't look like it's going to be in the retro card boxes, or maybe it will. I don't know.
It may be in 28. You know, who knows? Maybe.
So you said there was another legacy coming. So what could that legacy be? Up in the air. It's what people have been wanting and rumored for a very long time. Maybe we might be getting that EMT for Tony's Figs. He can finally have his EMT, put his own head on that.
Just use your imagination to think, what have they given us? And then you can find out what's missing. Right.
And then there's a lot of other Energon possibilities out there as well. You've covered the LERP team, so that would be Tommy, Snake Eyes, and Stalker. I can't think of his hint.
Lorenzo.
That's Roadblock.
Lorenzo.
Oh, Lorenzo. Wilkinson. That's right. Wilkinson. That's right. So that's a possibility. We know that that's been kind of revealed or winked, nudged by our fellow YouTube channel. A very reliable source.
Told me. I'm not. We don't even have to argue that to prove that one anymore. Lenny straight up told me. I mean, just straight up in my face told me. Yeah.
Okay. And then there's a weird road pig. That's a rumor of a road pig, some new version of road pig, which makes sense that we would get a reuse of
It
that
would,
mold. But what are they
it
going to
would
give us
make
for road pig?
sense. It would make sense, but I've heard nothing on that.
All right. And then,
I don't
um,
know that I wouldn't want him in those neon colors though, because I never had them in them. So I mean, I
I
think I'd
have it.
like that.
I have it, but I
Yeah.
don't like it. I don't particularly
Oh,
care
really?
for it. It does
Well,
not
see,
look
I
good.
like it because I didn't have it. You know what I mean? Like, and it just pops now. You know, like when you get
Yeah.
older, it like I know this sounds crazy, but sometimes looking at my He-Man cartoon figures, I get more smiles than I do looking at the details on classified just because the colors pop so much. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand that. That makes sense. And Todd C says maybe a fridge reuse with that mold. And I think that would actually be a good fridge
Yeah,
remold for
it
that
would
because
be.
he did have football padding on him. And so that road pig did come with those football padding. So that could be a lot of reuse there. But from what I
It's
understand,
just
the Fridges
unfortunate.
family, go ahead.
It's just unfortunate what you're about to say.
I know for a fact the Fridges family that are in charge of his merchandising and all that type of stuff and licensing and copyrights charge a lot of money. And he's been, they have been very difficult to deal with, from what I understand from other sources. My sources with Joe Fest trying to get him, he wants a lot of money, and we can't. We just don't have the money. Um, uh, Yeah, that's exactly true. We don't have the rights because his family owns the rights. And whenever he does like a sports event and he goes and he signs, it costs a lot of money for those events to get him. So that's why we haven't got him for Joe Fest yet. He lives right in Augusta, Georgia. It would be super
That's the
easy. You could
crazy
just
part.
drive from his house to the show, and he could sign for a day and go home. But to do that, it might cost us 10 grand for one
Yeah.
gift. Is it worth it? Would we be able to do it fiscally and feasibly? Budgetary reasons, it's not
No,
responsible. It's not responsible.
not without doubling the ticket price.
Exactly. Exactly. So as much as we've tried for years, we just can't get them. So you're saying that the legacy is going away and there's something replacing it. What could that replacement be, 610 Yojo Daddy, that Classified is working on? Could there be more 40th anniversary ideas, more themes that we don't know about down the road?
Well, I would love to tell you, but I'll have to keep my mouth shut on that one.
So I think I've covered everything that I know that has been revealed in some sort of leak or some sort of a stream or some sort of a code word or some sort of a port information or wink winks or Lenny
Yeah.
letting us know stuff. I think I've covered all that stuff. There is a lot of other stuff on my list, but it's stuff that nobody knows about yet. There's not been reveals. There's not been leaks. There's not been any clues. I've only covered things that there's some sort of rumor, some sort of leak, some
Right.
sort of clue or whatever. So, be patient. I'm sure we're going to get some of this stuff, probably name only or render revealed at San Diego Comic Con. So stay tuned for all that information. But there's a lot of other
Let's do
stuff on
one
this
thing.
list.
Let's do one thing, Dave.
Sure.
You tell me your top three, just off the top of your head, wish list that you'd like to see in 2027. Just out of curiosity, what would you like to see them finally announce?
I would like them to finally announce Cesspool. That's my number one. He's like one of my all-time favorite characters.
Yeah.
I would like to see some reuse in Shipwreck because I don't like that original Shipwreck. It's just so out of time. It's out of place. And I don't like this Shipwreck with Cadet Deming. The only reason why I'm getting that is because it comes with a new poly, comes with Cadet Deming, comes with that weather mass device console. Right? So that's the only reason why I'm getting that. But I want another Shipwreck. Strongly want another Shipwreck with shore leave, shore coat, or Pete, whatever you want to call that code, or shore leave, costume, outfit, uniform. I want that Shipwreck much more than I want these other shipwrecks. And then I would say another one that's been way overdue, and I don't know why it's taken this long to get to, because every part is available for this particular character if they thought about it and put all the parts together like a puzzle, is Hardball. Not only for
Yeah.
myself, but for my friend Steven Chaser,
Woody.
who loves Hardball. So those are the three
That's
things I would
Woody's
like to
favorite
see.
character too.
Oh, he's one of your favorite characters.
No, he's Woody's
Oh,
favorite
Woody's
character.
favorite characters.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
I'm sure Woody would love to see Hardball
Yeah.
as well.
I'd love to see
So
him.
those are three things I would love to see next year, and that would make me very happy.
Yeah, I would love to see those as well. I guess my top three, honestly, would be first and foremost, I would love and kill to see Billy come to the line.
Interesting.
Because when him and Storm Shadow were Master and Apprentice back in around, I guess it was 45, right in that time. And God, those issues were so good. And I fell in love with Billy, man. And number two, I'm gonna go old school. I want to see Quinn. And number three, if we can ever get our retro ripcord done finally, then I want to see Candy Appel with Bongo the Bloom Bear suit.
Wow, boy, you're speaking to me, because those are all deep cuts, all comic book cuts,
Yeah.
very strong comic book cuts. I would love all those.
I doubt we'll hear any of those, but I'd love to, man. I'd get so excited.
Yeah, I agree. I think people do want those, and I would love those things as well. I was thinking a little bit more realistic, where I think they could get to certain things, because I think all the parts for a longshoreman shipwreck, all the parts for Hardball are there. Maybe Cesspool, they may have to do some new tooling, but I think they could easily do it. A new head sculpt, a really cool grizzly head sculpt with that scar on his face. Man, that'll look awesome.
Yeah. Well, if we're gonna go realistic, I would like to see Hardball as well. That's a big. I loved Hardball, but I want to see him come with either a glove or a bat. You know, kind of like Red Dog came with a football. And Big Blob came with
Big Blob.
Right. Yeah. So I want to see either a bat or a glove or something. You know.
Yeah.
And then I'd love to see. Personally, and I know a lot of people don't like him, but I love Captain Gridiron. I played football, and so I loved the fact that Captain Gridiron came out and he was a football-related Joe. And then I would personally love to see Pathfinder done eventually.
Yeah, I think those are all very realistic. You know, I think we're getting into that point now where I think we've gotten 90. I would say maybe 87% of the main core of G.I. Joe. Now we're getting into a lot of redecos, and further down, like I would say, I won't say really far down, I'll say C and D characters, right? C and D tier characters and redecos of characters. Because face it, a lot of the late 80s, 90s, there are C and D characters. They weren't that big core characters like we got in the first like 7 years or so. That's where your primary characters. And if there was a bigger character in those years, 88 to 94, we've gotten a lot of them already. We've gotten a lot of the Cobras. We've gotten a lot of the big name Joes for those years already. They're just kind of churning out the Joes one at a time, or one troop builder at a time as we go through these waves. You get another troop builder, you get another Joe, you get another troop builder, you get another Joe. And then they're touching on some of the other themes like Iron Grenadiers, Dreadnoks, some new character, some new Joe, some weird thing from the comics like Mistress Armada, things like that. They're throwing in some odd mixing stuff. But we'll probably get a Joe and a troop builder.
Right. And like B-Mac said, with the Rugged Duke, that this was the first of them going into the original direction of the line and what it was originally designed as versus based on the game. They're going to go back and redo some of these characters more as operators, and kick those out as well.
Yeah, because I would like to see a little bit more upgraded version, more classified versions of some of these
Right.
characters like that Duke. I think that makes sense. A more modern aesthetic, real
Yeah.
life, today military version of Duke. And I would
Right.
like to see more versions of characters like that that I think would really look cool if they were done the right way with that kind of, I'm hesitant to say, but valor theme or
Yeah. Let's be
um,
real. Yeah.
marauder theme or
Well, it's
real
just
life
operators.
military
It's
type.
just field op. I mean, all the field
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
operators dress like that now. You know.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, there's some characters I think I would like to see. Characters like Firefly, characters like Storm Shadow, characters like, I don't know, some of the cool military guys, like maybe a different version of Beachhead, a much more real life Beachhead or Stalker or Flint or these type of things with these characters.
Right.
And, we also have Energon, and there's a possibility we could get redecos in that vein as well. There's a lot of possibilities
Yeah.
going forward. I think you should not limit yourself. You should just be patient.
Yeah. And buy what you want. If you don't want it, don't cry about
That's
it.
right.
Just don't buy it.
Finally, the OG-13 people will be out of the way, and we can move on, and we can get some really fun sci-fi, out of this world, aliens, and all kinds of creepy crawlies. That's what I want. I want all the fun stuff.
I do too. I want all of it. Period.
Well, yeah, me too. Me too. But there's certain things I want more than that. I would love to get into space, Star Brigade. Oh God, I can't wait
Well, you
till
know,
we get.
who was it that was on the cover, the variant cover the other day of ROM 1?
Oh, Predacon.
Predacon. So how I mean, if they're putting him in there, how long is it going to be? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You're
Yep.
going to see Predacon down the road.
Yep. There's no doubt. There's no doubt in my mind. I agree with you on that. So what else you got to say? So we got a couple events coming up. We got a couple things besides SDCC. Want to talk about those?
Yeah. Let me go ahead and hit this one real quick. Next weekend, same weekend as SDCC. I know everybody can't afford to travel out to San Diego, but you might can afford to travel to Gadsden, Alabama, my hometown. July the 24th, we're going to have a preview night. I believe it starts at 5 p.m. East Central, and goes to 9, I think. And then we have our regular show, starts at 9 a.m. for VIP, 10 a.m. for general admission till 5 p.m. And that's the Gadsden Collector Con in Gadsden, Alabama. It's at the Coosa Landing in the building called the Venue, and that's 201 George Wallace Drive. So if y'all want something to do this coming weekend while you're trying to get your pre-orders in at San Diego Comic-Con and trying to keep up with what all's going on out there, hopefully I'll be there and y'all can come see me there.
I would love to go there just to hang out with you and actually spend some time where I can actually talk to you and
Yeah.
be social and stuff like that, because I just didn't have enough time at Joe Fest to do it
Right.
this year. As much as I tried, it just I was pulled in so many different directions. It's very difficult. So I would love to go there sometime when you get your new place and you're settled in and stuff. Set aside a spare room, and I'll come and I'll visit you, and I'll be your
There
guest.
you go.
And I can go to
Yeah.
Gadsden with you, and we could just spend a weekend hanging out, talking about toys and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And get to know each other a little bit better one of these days. Because Alabama's not that far from Florida. I would say
Not
it's what,
really.
6.5 hours, 7 hours from here to
Yeah.
there.
Right about
Something like
7. Yeah.
Takes the same amount of time to get to Atlanta from here. So
Right. Yeah.
there you
So you'd probably you'd go through Atlanta to get there. It'd be about an hour and a half more. So
9 hours.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Well,
Because you're down in near Orlando. See, when I go to Florida, when I was younger, we'd always go to Panama City Beach because we were partying. Yeah.
gotcha. Well, it's closer too, probably.
Right. Yeah. I think it's 7 hours.
I could always go over to 275 and shoot up that way, and maybe
Yeah.
it'll go
Yeah, that'd probably be
Alabama that
quicker.
way.
Yeah, that'd probably be quicker.
Something like that. But So yeah, I wish you all the luck on that. Sounds like it's going to be real fun. Ron Simmons is a really nice guy. We had him at Joe Fest one time. Very cool guy. Let Oh, you want to go up there too? I'll bring you with me when I go up there. We can all go. Yep, you're right.
There you go.
Yep.
Yeah, they could. Also, we've got over 100 vendors this year. So, and we are doing it twice a year. So we'll have another one in the winter if you can't make it this weekend. And we'll have as many vendors there again. And the thing just keeps growing. And also, my buddy Jonathan Wolf, his store, Wolf Den Collectibles, the store I did live from the other day, it's open during the show as well. And you can stop by. It's over on Broad Street.
Well, there you go. Nothing better than going to a convention and checking out the local toys stores and comic stores and bookstores in an area that I have not been to, and that is an area I've not been to. So sounds like I would have a good time. Take a 3 or 4 day weekend, go up there and enjoy myself, hang out, and get some good food and buy some good toys and good stuff and stuff like that, and get some good vibes. It sounds like a good vacation. I'm gonna try to work that out because I really want to do that. So, what else? So we also have my show, but my show is a lot farther apart.
The Spin Flow Joe Show.
Spin Flow Joe Show, April 19th. April 17th, April 17th, Central Florida, Deltona, the center at Deltona, next year, 2027. And our primary guest is Bob Swanson, production manager for G.I. Joe Real American Hero from 87 to 94. And he worked on the WWE toy line as production manager as well. So he's our primary guest. We also have Adam Riches, and we're working on a couple other comic book guests, and we'll announce them as we get that confirmed. And it's going to be a fun time. If you want, just come down, go to the beach, go to Cape Canaveral, watch a SpaceX launch, go to Disney, go to Universal, have fun. It's in April. It's beautiful weather, spring break weather, and there's so much stuff to do. And it's on a Saturday, the 17th this year, instead of a Sunday. So you have plenty of opportunities. Take the day off, enjoy yourself, relax, buy some G.I. Joe toys, and whatever else we have available.
Yeah, that reminds me. Remind me to get the info for Mr. Riches from you, because I know we'd love to have him up at our Gadsden Collector Con if there's any way to get him up there.
Yeah, he would probably go if he has the time. It's all timing with him.
Oh yeah, but see, we do 2 shows a year. That's what I'm saying. Surely they can make one of the 2, maybe.
Yeah. Yep. Something else I was going to mention. Now I kind of lost my train of thought.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's all right. That's what happens with old age. But yeah, we're trying to get a couple of comic book guests and stuff like that. We're trying to grow the show and stuff like that. And hopefully it'll grow this year. We can double our size from last year. We're working very slowly and stuff like that. So it's a concerted effort on our part. We don't want to overextend ourselves. We're just doing it slowly. And I think people will be there for it if we do it the right way.
If classified fans don't realize who you've got in Alex Riches, guys, he's done so much artwork for the classified line. And you may not know that, but we know that. And he's a cool dude, and he does really good work, man. And it'd be great to get to meet him and know he did some of that great artwork that was on some of the stuff.
Yep. He's done a lot for the Collector Club. For 3 or 4 years. He worked on IDW comics. He did a lot of those packaging comic variant covers.
Right.
He's done some retro package characters for the classified line. He did the Sergeant Slaughter box art. He did the Huntsman and the radioactive Snake Eyes vehicle for Super 7 packaging art. So he's done a lot of stuff over the years.
He's good.
Yep, he's great. So I want to say This is our 400th super episode. It's been super fun. Always
Yeah,
hanging out with you, 610 Yojo Daddy, and just talking G.I. Joe and hanging out with everybody in the chat and having you guys here this entire time listening to us. I couldn't answer a lot of stuff towards the end because we had a lot of information, or this would have been a 3-hour episode, and I try not to keep them that long. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate all your comments. Appreciate everything you've done. Please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification button
guys.
if you would. Help us with the algorithm.
Listen, get Dave to 500. That is your mission. Get Dave to 500. Let's share videos. Let's talk him up to our friends, talk him up in other chats, whatever it takes. Let's get Dave to 500.
Thank you very much. Boo! AI special effect. No way that a guy is 6'10" in real life. Oh my God, you're so funny, Lone Dragon. I want to see him stop a mud hole in you next year at Joe Fest. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
Thank y'all.
Thanks a lot. You guys have been awesome. I appreciate really all the support that you have given me. We couldn't have gotten this far without everybody in the chat, without all the support from 610 and all the other YouTube channels that have had me on as their guests, that have helped push this channel and promote this channel.
Yes.
I thank you all. People like What's on Joe Mind, Toy Kind of Mood, Smoking Joe's. I'm trying to think of who else had me on as a guest. Punk with Toys,
Yep.
Circle of Jerks had me on. We also have our channel on Toy Talk Live. I'm looking forward to talking to Terry Ruin and Dan Thompson tomorrow about the new Kickstarter, Action Media Toys. The Templars Kickstarter kicked off today. So if you get a chance to go over to Kickstarter and support Terry Ruin and Action Media Toys with the Templars Kickstarter, it only starts with 2 figures. Then there'll be stretch goals as it goes along. So if you are interested in O-ring figures that can be used in many different lines, it's very modular, and the pieces are pop and swap, so you can mix and match the equipment and everything. So it fits in with any O-ring style figure line that you can think of. And Templars is near and dear to my friend Terry, and I'm supporting that. So please go over to Kickstarter, support him with the Templars Kickstarter line, and I really appreciate it. And I want to say 1, 2, 3, Yo Joe! Thanks a lot, everybody, and we will see you in the next one.